What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Railroads Online. It's been a minute. Yeah, real life stuff and all that good stuff. And what is this? Oh, weeds. Okay, but anyhow, we're gonna continue on here, and we left off with this bridge, and I did a little bit of work on my off time trying to get this going because it took a hot minute, but I put groundwork underneath the switches here instead of the bridge to make it look a little bit more realistic, and I did a little bit more work here. As you can see, the T-junction, which isn't really a, I guess it is a T-junction because it's basically splitting off that way and that way. But I'm also going to be bringing in from this side, so that way when we come off this direction, we can either, or even from that direction, we can split off to the left. Just need to put groundwork here, but I'm planning on doing that with the other rail. Maybe not. But we can split off to the left and go that direction. And then we're going to also split off going in that direction around the sawmill and also around to the smelter. And then coming from the loading docks, I'm going to have it to where not only can we come off to here, but also go around this hill and connect back up to this line right here closest to us, to come back in, connect up right here to be able to go back to the depot. And also I'm going to put another switch in coming from the loading docks, coming back this direction, so that way we can actually split off from there and come back out this direction. But I'm going to do it a little bit differently than what we did last time. Instead of having a really sharp curve coming around and back this way, I'm going to have it gradually come off this way, cross over, and then slowly start turning back to connect up to the line. So we have a little bit of work to do tonight. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the height of this drop off, so that way the rail is pretty much almost in line, or the bedding is almost in line with this platform here, and then hook up with that grade up to what we have existing. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring out my groundwork, constant grade. What I want to do is get it to where it is the height of this platform here. So I think I picked the wrong one. Let's go with variable grade. And I'm going to raise it up to where it's level with that. And then I can take the constant grade. And what I'll do is, this isn't going to be the rail bed or the groundwork that we're going to be using. Because what we're going to do is lay down the track and then reposition the groundwork from there. So let's go ahead and delete this. And then I'm going to do is rails, do a 3-foot rail deck. I'm going to basically take this and try to line it up the best I can with this platform. About right like that. And then this will be, should pretty much stick with, hopefully, keep on going with it and see if... Why is that? Okay, it straightened itself out. Okay, good. I'm trying to see if this is going to be staying as straight as possible or if I'm cutting into the platform more and more with each section. If I can just place it. There we go. Now it looks like it's staying about the same, but it is cutting in more and more. You can tell by these nails or bolts or whatever it is holding it down. You can see how it is here, and it's gradually working itself back. So let's go ahead and get rid of that track. I want it as straight as possible. So what I'm going to end up doing is once I get this as straight as I possibly can, I'm going to put the cross sections on one side and then come off of that. So that way I know the rail that we're going to actually use is going to be straight. So I'm not going to use the rail deck for this. And this is actually a little bit better than what it was. It's still kind of cutting in a little bit, but it's not as bad as what it was before. That is doable. So what I'm going to do is do that and then get rid of this. Like that. And then put in the regular track coming off of this piece. And then hit left alt and it will stay straight. And about right there. Okay. Now I can delete these down here. And then I'll delete the groundwork so that way the groundwork is actually in line with the track. And we will then go off of that and connect up to what we have currently. Groundwork, constant grade. And what we'll do is try to get it to where it is pretty much level with that track. Come all the way to the end. There we go. All right. And that should be pretty good. All right. Let's see if we can manage to connect it up decently. We might have to actually raise it up a little bit the way it looks. Let's raise it up to 1%. And then we'll lower it back down. See if that'll connect. Okay, so it's actually going to be... Actually, you know what? What we'll do is can we... do that, connect it up to that. Delete the existing groundwork. All the way back to here. And variable grade again, since it's connected to that one point. And then slowly lower it down to where we know it's pretty much level with the bottom of the rail ties. pretty much going to raise it up until we just see that the rail ties just slowly disappear. And then bring it up to here and level it out with the current groundwork the best we can. Like that. Alright. Now, since this was basically the end of the line, it's kind of jogging over how I don't really want it. So we're going to go ahead and redo these rails here. Like this. Hook that up. Now, I need to figure out where this starts raising. I think it starts raising right about in here. So we want that cross section. We might have to redo the groundwork, to be honest with you. Because we want the cross section is going to be level. So we need it to where, let's see. Let's try that. So that way when it comes off of this, it's coming straight across here. And as it comes out, we'll go back around and connect up with the other rail line. All right, let's try that and see if we have to redo. We'll end up probably having to redo the groundwork again, but it is what it is. All right, so that's that. I don't want to put in another rail going across that, because that's actually going to be a real cross section. The other one that we have here will be deleted. So we don't need that. And what we will do, so that way we can go in a straight line, put in another cross section and then come off of that, so that way we know we're going in a straight line off of the other. And we'll just slowly take this around. Come on. Let's get a little bit closer here. There we go. Try to line this up. And connect it. How does that look? Looks decent. I'll probably have to touch it up at a little bit later time. I just don't like how this hump is right here. I don't know why it's like that. We didn't really do too much of a gradient change right there, but that's all right. All right. This is the one we're keeping. This is the one we're getting rid of. There we go. All right. I would have liked to have that cross section out here a little bit more and going more in that type of direction, but with the angle that we have to go on, it's what we have to work with. All right. We got this side done. We have plenty of room to come around here, because the first switch we come off the platform will be coming this direction. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep it the same grade, and we're going to take it around from here, so that way we know it's the same exact grade. Constant grade. And let's get rid of this rail here, so that way we can actually work with it. The bad thing is there's nothing to attach the groundwork to. So let's try this and see if this will work. It's going to be overlapping a little bit, but that's okay. The thing is, we want this groundwork to be going straight. So let's start from here, connect up to there, left alt, that way we can go straight out with it. Now the thing is, we're pretty much almost in line with the platform. We're going to be in line with the platform about right there. All right. So bring this out, and then we'll start curving it around. Do a 10% curve. See if we can miss this mountainside, which I don't think we're going to. So let's move it to a 15. And the thing is, we have to leave room for another track yet, so this isn't going to work. We might have to go to a 20% curve. So we're going to have to redo all this groundwork because I want it all one piece. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be redoing the groundwork anyway because we want it to attach to the track. So as long as we're on this grade, we'll just redo this groundwork. So we need to leave enough room for another track so that way we can come off of the platforms, the loading docks, and go to the smelter with it. Hopefully this will work. It's probably going to be way too sharp. But we will see and find out. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this in line with these platforms. And what we'll do is the same thing with the track. We'll use the rail deck to make sure that our loading dock is going to be in a straight line. So let's do that, and then we'll take the track around and connect it up. But I need a connect point, which we pretty much already do. So that's good. So it's all the same level. That's the main thing. Hopefully we can follow that around with some track and have it not be too sharp of a curve. So let's see if we can get this lined up with the platform here. I want it pretty much up against the pillars, but not into the pillars. And I think that's going to start cutting in. Actually, it's right on the edge, but it's not really cutting into it too much. It's actually pretty dang good. So we'll do the same thing we did on the other side. We'll go ahead and put a cross section in and then delete these and put some real track in. And then hope, I should probably take a look at this and see. Actually, this curve isn't, I mean, it's sharp, but it's not that bad. I can always redo it at a later time, so I'm not going to be too incredibly worried about it. But we do need to put in, like right in here, we're going to need to do a switch like we did last time, to where the switch ends right here, so that way we can break off of it and hit this second track going around and come back out to the smelter like we did before. First things first, let's go ahead and slap in some track. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. Left alt, and then we'll take this out. And the reason why I put the rail deck down is because I know that the train cars and the locomotives do not hang over the rail deck. That way I know I'm not going to hit the platforms with the train. Alright, so right there. Let's go ahead and delete this section. I want to see how far out the switch goes. We might have to. Why is that not? There it is. Man, that is almost right in line with the platform. That almost works, but if we have to load up beams and go out this way with it, almost be too far away from the platform with the rail cars. But then again, that's going to be really close. Maybe if we go out, do that, and then do the switch. That'll work. That'll work. All right. Then what we can do is delete this cross section. Put in that. And we'll leave this cross section here, so that way we have something to come off of coming this way. Alright, the thing is, can we put a cross section in to come off here and still make the curve and not have a nasty bend in the rails? Trying to follow this groundwork the best I can. I know I'm going to be on the outer edge of it, so I don't want it to be too sharp. How's that looking? Not too bad as of right now, but we'll see and find out later on. But I do want to start trying to get it back towards the center, because that's where the other track is at. Like I said, I will probably have to redo this at a later time, but as of right now, it's not that big of a deal. As long as we get it connected and the groundwork put into place, we can always modify it and make it better later on. So it's not as straight as I'd like it right here, but it's still not that bad. Kind of wonky right in here, but all in all, the curve doesn't look that bad, and it kind of straightens out right here, which is okay because we still have plenty of room right here for another track. And then this curve here, oh, it does get kind of, I'm definitely gonna have to rework this curve at a later time. But for right now, it's gonna work. So let's go ahead and get rid of the trees that we know we're going to have to clear out. Or anything that's kind of coming close. Then we'll redo the groundwork. That should be good. We'll take a look at it as we go back through and get the groundwork taken care of. Let's go ahead and get this. Make sure I don't miss any. The closer it is to the actual ground level, the harder it is to see. But yeah, I think on once I get this looking halfway decent, or all hooked up, I'll go back through and I'll redo it. But for the time being, like I said, this is not too bad. Trying to line that arrow up with the bottom of that tie. Actually, be better off just going over here. Right there. Get it right there on that. Ooh. That's not good. Why is that not... That's not working out too well. Why is that? There we go. That's level. And then we'll just hit these connect points. Oh, where's the next one at? There it is. Really don't want to skip any of them, so that way I know it's actually following the track. But this is pretty much what I've been doing with the rest of it. I'm basically just throwing it in and then going back through at a later time and cleaning it up. At least get the foundation of it done. So that way we can see how it's actually going to be looking. That. Oh, I thought that was the one right there because of the break in the beams, but it's not. Oop. There's that one. Ooh, I can't connect up to that one. That's not good. Every time I click, it just disappears. So there's going to be another one right in here. Let's do that one. Let's connect that one there. And then we can take this all the way down because we know this is a straight line. Can we connect up to the end of this? There we go. Alright, so the groundwork should be following the track pretty decent for the most part here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to clean up this curve. Which shouldn't be too bad. But it definitely has room for improvement. As my dog just dropped a toy off the bed and scared the crap out of me. Alright, let's head back over here and start working on this side. So we'll end up with 3 switches coming off of this. Because we have one that's going to go to that junction. The cross section. Another switch breaking off to the left to go back to the main line. And then... No, we won't have 3. We'll only have 2. One going... They're both going left, and then the main line... The main... Like, if you want to keep going straight, we'll wrap around that hill and hit up that cross section up there. So, keep this a solid grade. Come off of that. That'll go off to that one over there. Oop. Kind of want to switch on that side. Which, now that I look at this, it's right in line with those steps. So I'm going to actually flip this switch around if I can click on it. There we go. Use the same switch. There we go. Alright. So let's lay the groundwork. Oh, this should be the same height as that over there. Should be. Keyword. Let's go ahead and get rid of this section. Why does that look doubled up? Did I already put... Huh, it was doubled up. So I took off from the other direction. That's right. So we'll do a constant grade. Go off of that groundwork, connect it. Connect it there. And then we'll come on out with it this way. It should be the same height. Oop. A little bit off. It's not the same height. How is that not the same height? That's an easy fix. So we got to redo the groundwork again anyways. Pretty much double the work, but it works. Oop, don't want that. Variable. Let's see here. Actually, kind of want to do it this way. And actually, I want to do this as well. Because eventually, we're going to be going straight through with this groundwork. And that is level all the way across. That is what we want. Let's go straight out with it, and we'll slowly go down at a 0.5 gradient. And that pretty much matches up. And I'm not worried about this gap because, yeah, we're going to redo it, like I said. So, no big deal. Alright, I do want to put a cross section just to make sure we get a good curve. Right there. Should work right like that, and then connect up to that one. Oops. There we go. This curve looks halfway decent, actually. And there's no nasty bend in it, so we can keep that. And then get rid of the groundwork. We'll keep this section. That one's not that bad. But to make sure we are good here, delete this one all the way back. We're going to keep this section here because we know this one's good. And variable grade. And we'll connect it up to this. We know that was a 0.5, so that's what I'm going to use here. we should be able to start. Actually, that's still hitting the bottom of the ties. There we go. Go ahead and level it off. I think. Yes, we are good. See how good we are once we get up to this section. Ooh. Where's the connect point? There's one right there. Okay, I guess we're going to have to overlap a little bit. But that is actually a pretty smooth transition. And that's a pretty smooth curve, too. Alright. It's kind of a little bit of a bend back to the left right there. But all in all, it's not that bad. Once again, I can always tidy it up later. But right now, you can actually start to see it come together here. Alright. Now we need groundwork underneath this side. So we'll come back over here. And we'll do a constant grade from there all the way down. We might as well just take care of it all the way down to here. So that way that one's done. And constant grade from here to here. Then we'll start wrapping it around this way. All the same grade. And you can see we're kind of cutting into the hillside here. So we might have to take this back a little bit and start doing a variable. And then redo the groundwork once we get the track in. So do... Oop, other way, other way. There we go, 1% grade. Just to get it above that hill. See if we can level it out here. And then start lowering it back down. Can we make it all the way? That's a 1.75% grade. 2% grade. That's not too bad. I can deal with the 2% grade. But the thing is, it's going to come off this switch and just boop, jump right up. And I'll show you what I mean here. If we might have to fix. Yeah, you can see it's kind of V'd up right there. So we might have to come down with the gradient a little bit stronger and then level it off. So let's get rid of the rail. Get rid of the groundwork. And we'll come off with that. And we'll get rid of that one. And variable grade off of this. Off of that. Connect to that. And we'll come out just a little bit further with it, and then we'll go up. Kind of cutting in a little bit, but that's not too bad. It's at a 2% grade. We'll follow this around until it kind of connects up, and then get rid of this top groundwork like that. All right, now let's see if we can follow some track around with this. And I know I came out with it It's kind of bending like an S bend right here, but we're gonna take care of that to where it doesn't do that. So we'll go straight. And then we'll start curving it around. And I just realized I didn't put the cross section down on this one. So hopefully it works out. If not, we'll have to redo it. Yeah, we're going to have to redo that. So let's get rid of the rails coming off the switch. Pretty much up to where it kind of is a straight section here. And hopefully that's not too sharp of a bend. Once again, we're always going to redo the groundwork. There we go. We can always redo the rail later on too, so no big deal. Let's just see how this looks. Make sure there's no nasty kink in it, which we are good. Get rid of that. And there isn't a nasty slope up or down from the switches either. And this gradient isn't that bad, or it won't be that difficult to really get the trains moving. It did kind of swerve off to the right, even though I didn't want it to. You can kind of see it kick out to the right before it started turning. But that is all an easy fix. Alright, now the true test is trying to find a path around this hill. We're going to have to come out with it and then curve it off this direction, trying to keep it to where it doesn't have a nasty slope to it, and then wrap it through this opening here. I think we're going to have a 3 or a 4% grade on it, which I really don't want. See if we can see where that... What I might do is actually bring some cross sections off. That's a pretty high valley right here, so we might have to bridge it. We'll have to bridge it off of this section. What I might do is get rid of this groundwork here. So we're going to have to turn it into a bridge coming out. Let's do that. And then this is also going to have to be a bridge on this side. That's the bad thing is maybe we should have cut the groundwork in until the bridge was in. That way we can actually go off of that. So let's go off of that. Oh. Let's see. There we go. We'll just... Doesn't have to be pretty. We'll get rid of that groundwork. I just want something to be able to get the height off of as we connect it to this piece. Okay. We'll connect it to the end of that. That way we have a straight line to come off of. Come straight out with it until, whoops. Actually, right here, we might be able to start curving it slowly. Let's go ahead and start curving it around. Do a 5% curve. Where's that hill at? Right there. Can we move it to maybe a 10%? All right, there. And then we can go groundwork from here, because that's pretty much on the ground level there. Come on, tree. Whoop. Where'd that one go? There it is. That's still a nifty bug. I hope they keep that in, just because. Let's get rid of these trees so that way I can see what's going on. Is that... That's going to have a nasty curve in it, too, for some odd reason. Alright. Now we can get rid of this groundwork. And we're going to leave this cross section in because that's going to be our anchor point for our track. I'm going to get rid of this tree. So we're going to have another bridge coming off this direction to wrap... Ouch! Tree to the face. We're going to have another bridge coming off of this section here to wrap around to connect up to this line. But honestly, do we even need that? We don't need that. We can actually... To keep it on the right line, should we put another bridge in, connect it up to this bridge, and then have a switch to where this comes off to both sides here? Because we come from this way, we don't need it to come out and come around to this. So we can either have it come straight through or turn that way. Hey, what's up, Kyle? You gonna be joining in? I'm in the Discord chat if you plan on joining. Yeah, because now that I think of it, what's up, Chuck? Because what I'm going to do here off of this one is I'm going to have another switch right here to where it splits off to a double track to go to the log yard. Then it comes into a single track to where it splits off to the right or goes straight. And what I could do with the track that's wrapping around from this direction, I can then split it off to where it can either go down this track if there's another train coming from this way, or split off to this track to go on the right track, you know, the correct track right off the rip. So I might just do that. I'll just have this go and connect up to the end of, or just have it follow the bridge, just mirror the two bridges coming up to here where the groundwork's going to be, throw in a switch to where then it splits off to the two lines. All right. Well, while he's doing that, while Kyle ends his current stream and he's going to be joining in here, I'm going to go ahead and sit here real quick, and I'm going to go to the restroom, and I will be right back. All right. Let's see here. Now, I do have the groundwork going through to here. So am I going to have to... I'm going to have to do pretty much the same thing from here. Will this connect like that? Perfect. All right. We'll go to bridges and we'll connect it up to here. Just like we did before. Why is that not connect? Oh. That's because I had another piece connected onto this one, but I need to have another piece of groundwork to delete. Is that the same height? Yeah, it is. So we'll throw this out there like that. And then from here we'll do the bridge. Oops. Actually, I need to have this cross section like that. I can delete this groundwork. Then bridge this. It should be able to connect. Where's that connect point at? I saw it. There it is. And then this should be able to go straight like that. And the good thing is I have this to where I can run on. I can follow this and start curving this. I think this was what? A 5? Ooh, that's going to be cutting. Let's go out here with it and then we'll start cutting it. That was a 5 and then a 10. Like that. And that's even kind of jogging back out as well. That's not a big deal. Get rid of this tree, that tree, Get rid of this one up here. Did the password change because I can't load in it? No, the password's the same. I haven't changed the password. If it doesn't work again, then I'll save and exit out, and I'll reload. Ooh, I should have kept those cross sections in, because I'm going to need those for the track. Yeah, let me try again in a minute or so. All right. Alrighty. Start the groundwork. We'll keep it level with the bridge. We'll do a variable because we're gonna have to meet up with the other section. And also I might have to raise this up, so I might actually start going at a 1% now. Which we might have to raise it up to a 2%, to be honest with you. If this doesn't work, we'll have to back it off even more and start it. That's not going to work. We got to find a decent gradient to where it's not too steep. Because we're going to redo the groundwork again once the track's in place. So, oops. Did it again. There we go. Let's go from here and then go up to... I don't want to go up any higher than 2%. But we might not have a choice. We're not going to have a choice. Even at 3%. Gosh dang, how high up is this hill? Can we go around a little bit more? No, that's just constantly going up, isn't it? It might actually be easier. Bring this back to there, and then come off to the top of the hill. Might just do that. Because right here is the lowest point. So what we'll do, variable, start off ground level. We'll go up to there, level it out, do that. Get rid of that piece and that piece. And then we'll go down to, right away. Actually, go down 1 and then 2. I really don't want to do a 3% grade, but we might not have a choice here. Oh yeah. That's a lot steeper of a hill than I thought it was. Because that's not even going to hit... Wow. We might have a problem here. We might have to redo the bridges. Have the bridges on a slope. All the way up to the top here, and then have the switch and have the single track going down to meet up with the other section. So I don't see any other way of doing this. Unless you guys can think of another way, maybe of getting this to work a little bit better. This is just... It's a lot steeper than I thought it was. Actually, maybe if we... Let me try it the way I was doing it originally. Let's take it up to there. Level it out. Keep it level for a switch. Drop it down to 2%. 3%. Trying to get it to where it drops off a little bit sooner. It's a little bit better, but I don't think it's going to make it. Ooh, but it did. It did make it. All right. The bad thing is, try to match it up with the other side is going to be the problem. I don't think this flat section is going to be long enough for a switch, though. Because what we're going to need is one of these switches here. So this is going to have to be like out here to where we can actually get it to turn and then start going downhill. So let's try to extend this out a little bit more. Constant grade. Come out to there. Like I said, I know it's not straight, but the bad thing is we're going to have to redo the groundwork again. But at least we'll have the track to be able to follow. So let's get this right there. That'll give us plenty of room to split off and then follow this down and connect up to the other bridge. So let's get rid of these trees so we can see. Yeah, 3% grade isn't that bad. It's not what I want, but we're going to end up with a 3% grade anyways. Eventually, I'm sure, on the mountain passes. I was hoping to be able to keep a 2 or 2.5 max. But I don't think it's going to happen. Get rid of these. And we'll have to redo the bridges as well. So I think I might actually have the bridges close enough to where we can have the groundwork connected by this center concrete. But first things first, let's head back up to the top. We'll get the groundwork going. Ooh, I forgot a tree. Forgot a couple trees, actually. Groundwork. Variable. We'll come off of here. What we'll do is try to mirror best we can. The good thing is we can adjust a little bit at a time here. Oop, wrong way. there. Try to keep this as level as we can all the way down through here. We're going to redo this all the way down, but that's all right. That's a little bit higher, but it's nothing major. We can always... And I just don't want the groundwork to be overlapping. So I'm pretty much going to every single one of these curves where it kind of points out right here, matching it up the best I can. Oops, fell down. That, and I think this one's level, so let's raise this back up to where it's I get it to where it's... I think the bridge is kind of throwing it off right now. I'll just put it there for now. And what we'll do is redo this bridge. We'll kind of hug it up to this one a little bit more. I'm just going to take it back to there. Doesn't actually have to be incredibly straight, but has to be straight enough. And what we'll do is start curving it in slowly. We'll do 5% right here. See. It's probably going to be too close there. Let's do that. And bump it up to that. And like I said, we'll redo the bridge as well once we get the track in place. That way the bridge actually follows the track. Alright, so this side's done. Let's get rid of some more of these trees. That's going to be possibly giving us issues with our trains, like branches clipping through. Alright, so this side's done. This next side won't be as bad since it's just going to be a single track. Alright, so where is that switch? Ooh, this is gonna be fun. This might have to be a 3% grade as well. We're going to have to wrap it around, but not too tight, and then S it back down. What's up, Steam? How you doing? How's it puffing? Alright, so once again, we'll put this out. And we might just keep with the variable stone going up through here. Connect it up to that. And Kyle is in the chat.
Yeah, I can't find your game all of a sudden now after waiting for a little bit.
Can't find the game. The lobby?
It's the server is what I meant to say. Like it's that glitch again where I can find every other server except for yours.
Alright.
Earlier I couldn't join it.
And we're going to have to... Alright, let me go ahead and save. I'm going to exit out, and then I'm going to rejoin the game, so that way Kyle can find the server. So let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Join.
I'm sure you'll be able to. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Right.
Alright, so let me do that, and we will be right back. Hopefully Kyle will be in to join.
Must have been a problem with the game.
Alright. So he's able to find the server now. He's getting in now. As you can see down there at the bottom left.
Sorry.
And I just ended up just deleting it back to here. Trying to look at this curve. I might have to bring this out a little bit further, to be honest with you.
I'm going to do a recording instead.
Alright. I'm going to bring this out a little bit further and then try to slope it down a little bit sooner. So we were almost down to...
Oh, wow.
What?
I actually loaded in a lot more instantaneous.
Yeah.
I am so not used to that.
It doesn't take long to load in right now.
Okay, I'm in. I'm just starting up my video.
All right. Oh, I cut it down to a 2%. Probably a little too soon. Yeah, I should have went down 3% a little bit more. What's up, Boxcar? What's everyone's favorite railroad? Mine's Farm Rail? Never even heard of it. right. 1, 2, 3. Curve it around. All right, and then start raising it up to 2%, 1%. Oop, might need it. Just do it like that. All right. That might actually work a little bit better that way, because I won't have a nasty bump up. It's a short line out of Clinton, Oklahoma. Never even heard of Clinton, Oklahoma.
I have, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's a small town, if I remember right.
Ah. These trees like to fall right in your way sometimes.
Right.
All right. Ah. It's a sharp curve, but it's not actually that bad. So once again, I did have to use a 3% slope going down this way as well. That's not a big deal. Depending on how the track looks with the groundwork, hopefully I don't have to redo the groundwork. How's that looking? Not bad. That and a straight section here. A straight-ish section anyways.
I need to
What's up, Cass?
get this still. Hey, Casimiro.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
Sorry we're not conducting you tonight, Kaz.
Yeah, I haven't bought any type of locomotives or cars or anything. Like I said, I want to get the track and the systems and stuff in place first before I do anything.
Yeah, I don't know, I bought mine as like a test rig right now. You know, this is what I will be using, but since they last saw it, I wanted to just go ahead and buy one so we could test it out, since we know how good it handles.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to have to straighten this track out a little bit better, but
Yeah.
it looks pretty good for the groundwork. We're not going to be traveling too fast down through here anyways.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute real quick or deafen so I can do the intro.
All right. I'm going to start from the bottom, but first I need to put that there. Put that one there. I'll come down. We'll start from the bottom with the rail deck first. I would have to actually see a picture of that one first before I can actually give an honest assessment. Yeah, it should work with the trains. It wasn't that sharp of a bend. All right. So, for all those who just joined and haven't seen the beginning, this is the beginning part of the intersection here, which turned out pretty good.
Got my stream, or not my stream, I'm so used to saying stream. I got the video going.
Okay.
That's going to be pre-recorded for a later date. I'm either going to release it tonight or tomorrow. I'm thinking more towards tomorrow.
Which makes sense since it's already going on 9:30 at night, local time here.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Are you in the locomotive?
Actually, yeah, I'm in my loco.
Oh, okay. So I don't have the railroads extended up, so I don't have the map.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering if you did or not tonight.
No, it's still acting weird for some odd reason. It's like, it's not acting right. I might have to uninstall it and reinstall it and see if that works.
Right. So what you been up to, man, other than working? What you been doing?
Like
all
I
day?
said, I mean, been working quite a bit, and then after I had the race Sunday night, which I apologize for those that watched the race or are rewatching it. I didn't realize there was no game audio.
Oh man.
Yeah, I went the whole entire 50 laps at the Charlotte Roval with no game audio, and the only person in the chat, which was Cass, never told me that there was no game audio.
Great job, Cass.
Not putting the blame on him or anything. It was kind of my fault for not, paying attention to it, but...
Yeah, I mean, how did you mess that up, dude? Come on, man. You're better than that.
But, no, because I was so focused on making right turns instead of just left turns that I never actually paid attention to see if the game audio was actually going or not.
Around tonight?
Last week, yeah, it was at the Charlotte Roval. It was a road course. So, but then after the race, well, I kind of just chilled out for the rest of the evening, and then Monday morning, I picked up my oldest son, and then we ended up going to Cedar Point on Monday, and then we kind of just vegged out a little bit Monday night after we got back.
Nice.
And then Tuesday was my dad's birthday, so we didn't really do very much in the morning, and then after lunchtime I picked up my other son, went to my parents' house.
So you was hanging out, I'm assuming with Devin first, right? Or Sans,
Yeah.
as he's known as. Okay.
Alright. I might have to...
Yeah, I try not to call them by their first name when you're on stream.
Too late. You've already done it a couple times now.
Yeah. Oh, it's just...
Ooh, that's not gonna work.
Memory.
Alright, well, we're going uphill anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright. So how far up are you, actually?
I'm not that far off. I'm just placing the track off the intersection right now, off the bridges.
Well, if
Today
you
is
had
your
to
birthday?
go,
Nice. Happy birthday, Steam.
If you had to go straight left or right, which way would you go?
Straight.
Okay, works for me.
Where the rail deck is at. I just placed the rail deck down.
Alrighty.
And my dad actually just turned 73.
Nice.
Alright, short sections. Yeah. We all know you blow.
Damn straight.
Oh, wow. You weren't really supposed to agree with that, but okay.
Oh, I gotta mess with you a little tonight. Is any of the track connected?
I'm working on that right now. It is all the way up. If you go to the sawmill, it is. And give me about a minute here, and it will be going to the backside of the sawmill as well.
I'm assuming I'm going down the backside because I'm coming around a nice straight bend you got going here. By the way, I love this.
Wait a second.
Cool.
How is it a nice straight bend?
Well, across the straight part, and then it starts to bend. That's a nice straight bend.
Okay.
Ooh. I don't think you're done with this part yet. Let me back up. I just fell through it.
What? Fell through what?
Come on. Part of the track you're not done placing. Whoa! Oh, God!
I just saw the steam go flying. Let's see here.
Okay, I went and I creeped up to the section that you were not done at, apparently, right as you start to go around the bend. And I had it in full rate backwards, and it started going. Then it went too much and flipped. And skipped the track. Yeah, that part right about there, right about where you're standing, buddy.
No, this section was in.
Well, hold on. If I could run faster. No, not that section. Right here.
Oh yeah, this is the section I was just working on.
Yeah, it got caught off track right here, and I started backing up just to get it on track. I put the full reg on and full reverser, and started, and then flew. Yeah, don't ask how.
Call me Oliver as a nickname. All right, I can do that. Yeah, all this track I'm basically just throwing in right now. I will straighten it out later on. So
I gotta get the loco.
I'm just putting it in so that way you guys can kind of see how it's going to be compared to what it was before. My phone's getting blown up right now. Let me see if there's anything important.
Oh, is it?
Nope, nothing important.
Huh.
I just seen a bunch of notifications from work, email.
Oh, okay.
But nothing that really concerns me, so. Alright.
It's not life or death, so.
Nah.
I said life and not life.
Yeah, all this I'll straighten up, but as of right now, just get it into where it's operational.
Let me try not to derail again.
That's always a good thing to try not to do.
I was testing it out. I didn't know how far up you were with the track already or not.
Vroom.
Okay, let's go over this extra slow now.
Ooh, that's gonna have a nasty bend in it. I can tell it already. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Do it, do what? What's he saying do it for?
I don't know. Have you ever played Trains A New Era? No, I have not.
Oh, you got a low spot right here.
Hold on. You saying that does not help me when I'm nowhere near you.
Well, I'll just park then and show you. So I started slowing down, and then I had to speed up to get up this little incline.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Well, it looks like you're coming back my way a little.
All the track to the top of the hill's in. Talking about a low spot.
Yeah, right about here.
It's not a low spot. You start going uphill right there. It's level until you start going uphill right there.
Sure.
Oh, derail it. That's what they were talking about. Don't do it. Don't derail it. All right, the track is all in place all the way around the sawmill. So, just to recap on what we've done so far before we start going to the log yard. Ah! I don't know how the switches are, so be careful.
Yep. Just testing it on out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll redo all the tracks off camera, but as of right now, this is just we're just roughing it in right now, and I'll go back in like I usually do, and I'll straighten it all out. Oop, gotta get rid of this section here.
That switch is alright.
There we go.
I do like the idea of how you have this laid out, though.
Yeah, it's a lot better than what it used to be. So, after the last stream, we put in these bridges here, and we kind of stopped right here. Well, actually, we kind of stopped up here. But what I did was deleted the bridge to put the switches in right here, going left and right. I put in this intersection to where we can split off to the sawmill, or we can split off to the log yard. And then I also have it to where we can come straight from the sawmill or the log yard to the sawmill, and vice versa. We can come and split back from here and go back to the log yard or back to the depot. I need to put in a piece of groundwork right here, but that's not a big deal. We can come around. I need to straighten it out. I need to tidy it up. This is, like I said, just rough carbon copy right now. Come up here. We can drop the logs off from the log yard up to here. Then we'll go around the sawmill. And as we come out of the loading, if we load up and we're coming out this direction, we can split off here to the left. We'll go back around. Instead of having a really sharp bend like we did last time, it's basically, we're gonna, if I can only English, we'll come across here, and then this way we can tie in. I might actually put a small little rail yard in right here, so that way we can tie this line in with the other one that we still have to wrap around this hillside with that bypass. And I have a switch on that side where we used to have it, to where we can wrap around this way and go to the smelter. We have a switch in right here to where if we go left, we can go straight to the log yard. If we go right, we're wrapping all the way around that hill to head back to the depot.
Well, the one switch that I just came around off of, you go right, you go around the log or the sawmill. You go left, you go right into the woods.
Yeah. And now that I see this... Oh,
derail.
Good job.
I wanted to do that time.
Now that I'm seeing this...
I seen it.
Now that I'm seeing this section right here, I can probably go at a more gradual slope up to right about here. Like I said, I'll tidy it all up at a later date off camera. I can get this hump out of the track right here. So this all is done, minus taking the track around the back side of the smelter and going out or around the back side of the sawmill and start heading towards the smelter. Having the track come off of here and head to the smelter. And also off the switch before the bridges to wrap around to head to the smelter for a bypass. Can you buy the Eureka and name it after me because it's my favorite train in the game? Actually, it's funny how you mentioned that is because before Kyle bought the Loco that he's using right now, he did buy the Eureka. But I forget what happened. I think the game crashed or something. We didn't save it or something like that. To where... Really? You derailed it again?
Yeah.
To where when he bought the Eureka, but the game didn't save for one reason or the other. So he basically cut the money. He didn't have the Eureka. So but as of right now, what is this?
I didn't really care.
This is what, the Climax? No. This is Heisler. Climax has smaller wheels. Alright. So that is all done. And now I already have this... No, I have one switch where it merges together. I need to put in another switch to where we can start going out with the double track. And see if we can slowly make our way to the log yard without it looking all nasty.
And derailing.
Huh?
Yeah. Or no, that's the sawmill. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the sawmill. So the sawmill section's pretty much done, minus me going through and cleaning up the track.
Wait,
It's pretty much all roughed in right now.
here's a question.
What's that?
You got this side of the track on both of these sides going to the right here. How do you figure going to the left?
That's why there's a switch track before the bridges.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, before the bridges up here.
It's been a minute since we played. Let me back up to them.
The only thing I really do miss about having the railroads extended on right now is being able to run faster.
Yeah. That was a luxury I really love to have.
But yeah, up here I put in what technically a diamond track, which is not really a diamond because you can't really diamond things right now.
Are they set up right?
I don't know. If you're going backwards on that track, yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much I have it set up like this to where if you're coming down this track going this way and you want to go to the log yard, you can go straight through the switch right here and then cross over. Then you can cross over to this track right here using this cross section and then go towards the log yard. And vice versa, if you're coming from the sawmill and you want to come back this way with beams or lumber, you'll come up to where he's at there. We'll go straight through this switch and then cross over to this track.
I forgot we even stuck this in.
This for the fallen Eureka.
Alright, let's see if I can derail and rerail. Well, I know I could derail, but let's see if I can rerail it.
You mean like how I did that one time? It doesn't look like...
Maybe?
Nope, you weren't going fast enough. If you would have went a little bit faster to where the front wheels would have made it past, you probably could have.
Let's test that theory. Because it's moving.
Well, it's moving. But that front wheel... If the front wheels can actually re-rail itself, you might be okay. But since you're leaning...
It might.
And that other wheel is on the outside of the tracks, you're not going to be able to. Can you go a little bit faster?
I'm at 100.
Oh.
100 rate.
Yeah, I don't... You're not going to... It's not going to re-rail itself.
Well?
Yeah, because your rear... you might be able to re-rail yourself going backwards, but... And maybe not.
This is interesting physics.
Yeah,
here.
you got yourself in a predicament here. And there you go. Good job.
There we go. I knew that was about to happen.
All right, so let's see if we can, like right here is, this switch here is going to be our bypass. I'll pretty much go around here, follow this little valley and out to the smelter, and it'll connect up with the one line coming out this way and then also around the backside of the sawmill. All three of them will merge together, possibly into a rail yard type of fashion before it merges into the main line. That way we can store train cars or locomotives down here.
So I missed hanging out.
Yeah, it's just been a busy time.
Yeah.
Especially since the weather's getting better, and between that and some nasty storms going through.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft to keep me preoccupied, and other games, you know, and being outside with the dogs and whatnot.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and split this off to a double track. We need to go to the right. So let's go ahead and
She'll
do
be
this.
coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be derailing around the mountain when she comes.
All right. Yeah. You don't need to sing. We're all good.
I know.
And then we
I
can
just do it for
actually
being fun.
start curving it around this way.
Well, you know you got a nice curve figure there. That came out wrong. What I
Yeah.
meant to say is, you know, she's got a nice curve appeal there.
God dang, your microphone's clipping.
Is it?
It was. Try not to swallow your microphone when you talk.
Okay.
Okay. Since this is up in the air still quite a bit, I'm going to keep using the concrete foundation until we can get kind of level after this. And then we'll try to follow the terrain. Hits the bottom and finds the Eureka. Oh, there it is.
Hi.
Hello. Alright, so we'll do constant for this. As you start up your light or turn off your light, one of the two.
I turned it on so you can see what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's not daylight or anything.
I know, right? I really wish they had a day-night cycle on
Well,
here.
they're
It'd be
planning on it. Give them
Just-
time.
Well, and hear me out about this. It'd be pitch black in the middle of nowhere like this, and you really have that light there is so you can see. And
I messed
make
that
it
up.
semi-bright.
Let me go ahead and do this. I need to go straight out with it. And if we can
Wow,
get
you
level
would.
ground, then I'll go ahead and start going with, okay, now it's not gonna, there it goes.
Ooh.
I'll start going with the main, or regular groundwork.
Is it me or is that a nasty bend
What are you talking about?
on that groundwork?
It's not a nasty bend.
I was inside the groundwork for a minute.
What I should do, though, I'm going to redo this again. So I want to make sure that I'm not zigzagging because of trees. I'm actually going to...
I'm all. Well, if you keep the switch there.
Oh, I'm leaving the switch there, but... Let's do this.
I'm gonna try
Connect
some
it back
real quick.
up.
Let's just hope I don't fall through.
You're not going to fall through because the track's there. Not the groundwork's not there, though. Ooh, what the heck is that up? Alright, so now we're pretty much on level ground here. Or is it going uphill? It's going uphill right there. So let's back this up. I'm going to straighten this out a bit. Actually, I'm going to straighten this out quite a bit.
Do you think Taz might be on tonight, or
I doubt it. What the heck? All these notifications for work.
still
Oh.
got that English problem?
It's all the overtime slots, all the sign-ups available. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's get rid of some of these trees so we can see what we're doing here.
Yeah, I saw you live today. I figure why not join, you know?
Yeah, I figured hop back on here and get some more work done since it's been a minute.
Ow. That tree just rolled right in my face. And I can't get my S's out pretty good without having this other mic down so I can monitor my voice. Because it sounds like without it on, it sounds like my S's are really, really, really dull.
I can live now flies back up like nothing happened. Alright, so to get this going
Was
here.
Jimmy in the stream earlier yet?
Was Jimmy in the stream? No.
Must be busy.
That's too close.
We can't never have any track too close.
Oh yeah, you can. The bad thing is that alright, we're gonna have to do this. Come off of here. And then slowly make our way this way. Put in this, if you can. Like that. And like that. And that's still gonna be too... Oh my gosh. That's not gonna work.
What if you go over one more with that section right there?
I'm gonna have to go out a little bit further and get the cross section in. That way we can get the rails pretty parallel with each other.
What?
So all this is level, so...
I hope so.
Alright, so this is a pretty straight section here. So let's go ahead and put this in. And then... we can either do it this way, or I can put the groundwork in and overlap the center divider, because this is going to put a gap in between. I think we should probably do like we've been doing and keep it like this.
Well, we can always just run groundwork through the center of it later, like we did the bridge down there.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be pretty hard to keep this all parallel, like perfect parallel track.
Right.
Until I can go back through at a later time. Because right now... see if I can... it's just going to be really difficult to do. See, before it wasn't as bad because it was mainly all in a straight line. Come on. Where's the connect at? Why can I... oop, had it. Where'd it go? Oh, had it again.
It disappeared on you.
There it is. Got it.
It wanted to play a magic trick with you there.
Something like that.
Probably should mute my phone for now. Since you're streaming and I'm trying to do a video.
I had the connect point. There it is.
But don't get stuck now.
There. So now, that's starting to go...
Hey, that's not a bad cap right there. So that's pretty good.
Oh, come on. I can't connect that? Why can I not connect that? I probably don't really want to anyway because of the curve, to be honest with you. Alright, so that actually doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, don't mind the AC running in the background.
What's that? Oh, the AC?
Yeah.
All right, get this in. About right there. There. And there. There we go. So there's our split for our double track going to the log yard.
Nice.
That's not too bad. All right.
Well, considering too, since you have it all the way down here.
Where do steam trains hide their money? In their steam chest? I don't get it.
That makes no sense.
It might if you kind of understand with the logic, but I'm not understanding. Like, I don't really know steam train terms that well, so it might make sense to somebody who knows more terminology. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, what I was saying with the track, though, is since you have it all the way down here, when you split for the different tracks, it's easier to not come up on one another this time.
Well, that's the whole point of double slipping track, so that way you can run multiple trains in one direction or the other and not run on top of each other or be like, oh crap, I got a train coming at me. Now somebody's gonna, you know, you guys are gonna have to slam on the brakes. You're gonna have to slam on the brakes. Somebody's gonna have to back up, you know, and it's a big hassle. I mean, yeah. But I mean, this way we can actually run more trains on the tracks at one point in time, going to the same, you know, destinations and stuff. So, but anyhow, I think I'm already coming up on 2 hours of stream time. Holy crap. I'm trying to keep these streams down on the weekdays, like the time and stuff, so that way people can actually go back and watch in a timely manner. But I think that's where I'm going to probably end this one. We did actually quite a bit of work here. I have a lot of track that I'm going to have to tidy up. So we did what I was planning on doing. That's the one thing we got to remember. Even though the streams I'm going to be cutting down, but it took 2 hours to do just what I was hoping to do, was finish up this intersection and hook up the sawmill. That was the goal for the night. And now we have the next section that we're going to be starting on, heading out to the log yard. So next time, the next stream will be our journey heading to the log yard. I think on my off time, I'm going to tidy up all this track the best I can, and it'll look a lot better the next time you guys see it. So hope everybody enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, share. Don't forget that bell notification. That way you're notified whenever I go live or post something new. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.